de los pies y de la cabeza, así como si fuera un costalito, así era, así. Y cuando escuchamos a doña Alicia, ¡no! ¡La van a tirar! I was like, bájala, se nos va a caer. Y pues la agarramos así, tipo, como soldadita, así, y así, hasta abajo, con joggers, con una chamarra grandota, camisa así desfajada.
Los tenis.
Parecía homeless, como que nos las encontramos en la calle. Así de mal estaba la cosa. Los papeles nos cayeron en medio de la carretera. We were like, ¿vamos a llegar? No sabíamos. We didn't know we were gonna make it. We were like, if you are that serious that he's about to come out, we were like, I was even doubting myself. I was like, I don't think we're gonna. The car ride was horrible. I've never had a car ride like that in my whole life. It felt like a movie, like literally a movie. You just don't know what to do, like the turns to make. I was confused because I was focusing on the road y al mismo tiempo
con una mano me estaba manejando, con la otra me estaba agarrando y yo estaba aventando todo lo que me encontraba. Botellas
de agua, lo que encontrara, llaves, esto, lo otro, lo pegaba contra la ventana. She would be like, bebé, perdón, pero I was like, ya no podía. I get it, but it was so crazy. It was so crazy. No podía creerlo.
Después de ahí, finalmente llegamos al hospital.
And this time, things weren't the same as the morning. It wasn't, oh, let's get off the car, have our stuff in our hand, we're ready, we're walking in. Nope.
And we had to cross like a bridge.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you cross a little bridge from the parking lot to the hospital, and which was always fine, but not when you're about to have a baby. Like,
my contractions
were
bad. Like,
if before they had asked, are they 1 to 10, and she would say 6. No, she was at an 11. And we're crossing the bridge, and we're like having trouble getting across because it's kind of long. It's maybe a street wide. So walking, and because she was in pain, she was having the contractions every
minute.
Every no. 2-3 minutes. She don't remember, and I don't remember. All I know is that she was screaming. I was like looking around for help until
the doctor, whatever her name is.
There was a doctor. Yeah, thank you. She passed by us and she's like, "Hey, you guys need a wheelchair?" And we're like, "Yes, please, yes." She ran in there and she came back with a wheelchair. She's like, "Oh, she's trying to be sweet," but at that moment we were just like, it's time. So, crying. I went carritos, like
you were screaming,
like tipo go-kart, like vámonos, because so we went upstairs and we were just like, receptionist, get out of our way.
But it wasn't different.
Oh no, yeah, it was different. I ended up seeing that same one later. I guess her ugly ass was in lunch, but at lunch, but yeah, they let her in fast. The nurse.
We didn't have to do anything, nada más.
No, not this time.
Pasamos, me llevaron corriendo y ya no me acuerdo de nada.
Yo sí. Pedías agua, like you were asking for water.
My mouth was really dry because I was screaming the whole time.
She was screaming the whole time. And you were asking for them to take out the baby already. You were like, ya sáquenme, se me va a salir. You were laying down, and the nurse was trying to stay calm, and God bless all those nurses and doctors.
She was really nice, really sweet.
Patient. They had patience. I was out of patience because I was like scared, and she was being patient. She might not remember, but she was asking for the epidural and water. But for the epidural, they told her, look, we're gonna give it to you, which is fine, but you need to sign this, and for her it was like. Mm-hmm. It was like terms and agreement when you sign up for something. It was like forever.
Lo único que recuerdo es que tú me vestiste.
Yeah.
Me pusieron en la cama, me llevaron, lo sacaron y después de ahí they gave me some forms and I had to sign with pain, with my contractions. I had to sign everything.
And I mean, I know, I get it. It was necessary, but they took really good care of her because they took me out to the waiting area, and you know, when I said goodbye to her, she was so scared. She was like, don't leave, and I get it.
I was like, I'm not pushing if you're not here.
And they told her, hey, if you need to scream, you can scream. And they were like, if you need to cuss or say anything to us, like bad words, don't even worry about it. We won't take it to the chest. Like, say whatever you need to say. And I was like,
okay.
Tú aprovecha. And yeah.
They had to sit me down like this. Like, okay, I was laying down right like that, and then I had to sit like this, like that, with so much pain.
Yeah, because the baby's not done.
Waiting for them to put the epidural. No, it was la experiencia más bonita, pero la más dolorosa de mi vida.
I was like waiting, pensando, hablé con mi mamá, con mi amigo Eric, con su hermana Mariana. We were just like, I was just like, y si ya nació and I'm not in there, like I was so nervous, like no han venido por mí. Pasaron unos 15 minutos, pero se sintió como una hora, like I was so scared. And finally, they're like, Dad? And I'm like, I went in there, I was like, yep, ready for more screaming, ready for more pain. And I walked in there y todo calmado. Estaba bien contenta, toda drogada. She was like happy.
Yeah.
The first thing she told me is like, I'm sorry. And she's like, I don't feel anything. I was like, okay. Like, okay.
Me sentí mucho mejor porque el dolor era muy, muy fuerte.
Y le decían, like, if you need to press the button, press the button.
But
she kept going because she was playing video games, because every time she pressed it, she would get more epidural. But they said, don't worry about it. It only gives you the right amount. Entonces, she was like, cara. Y pues sí, esperando que llegara el nene.
They had to put oxygen on me because the baby was stressed, because I was stressed. So my oxygen levels were not good. So they put the oxygen on me, and after that, I was just waiting for the baby to come.
Yeah, because the baby was having a little bit of trouble breathing, so they had to make sure the baby was okay. But for them to see that, they had to make sure she was okay first. So they put the oxygen mask. We're waiting.
I was talking to my mom, my
her sisters. I was just right there waiting because we didn't know what to expect. But how many hours passed? Maybe 4 or 5 hours until the doctor finally came in and she said, hey, what do we got here, this and that. She checked after they had moved you so many times, like
different positions,
for the baby to start, coming out, being able to untangle himself, because apparently that's why he couldn't breathe, because he had entangled himself in his cord. Just wanted the baby to be okay. But like I said, they were checking how dilated she was. They saw she was dilated, I think 7. And then after an hour she came back in and she's like,
you want to practice? I was like, okay.
Like, you're ready to have this baby. So they're like, oh, abre las piernas, uno agarra uno, otro agarra otro.
But it was practice.
Era práctica. We weren't expecting nothing again, porque tenemos amigos o familiares que dicen, toma horas, toma a veces hasta un día.
Y más porque es el primer bebé.
Y más porque es el primer bebé. Pero, because everything fue according to plan, ella dijo, vamos a practicar.
Entonces me pusieron en la posición, lo pusieron al lado de mí, pero él ni siquiera estaba vestido para el parto.
Para el momento, pues, ya que había llegado.
Y de repente, pues, empezamos y de repente ya no fue práctica porque ya se podía ver su cabeza.
Sí, me asustó. Ella dijo, ok, push a la cuenta de 3, ¿ok? Eso es práctica solo. So, de repente, 1, 2, 3. Ella empujó y dijo, ¡ah! Veo su cabeza. Entonces dijo, ok, ya no es práctica, vamos.
Y ahí trajeron a todos los doctores, todos vinieron, entraron como 20 doctores.
20 doctores y enfermeras, entraron todos. Dijeron, ya, es hora, hay que ponerlos listos. Entonces, de repente, dijo,
Sí, empecé a pujar.
de nuevo. Y así fue unos 2 to 3 minutes.
Y en 5 minutos, de repente, él dice que vio.
Así, de repente, era su cabeza, it was his head. Like, eso es todo lo que veía. Primero yo me asomé un poquito y dije, su cabeza, ok. Y de repente vi que salió todo entero. Dije, ¿dónde salió eso? ¿Y qué pasó? Like, where did that come from? I have never been that amazed. That is why they say que childbirth it's an experience. Yeah, it's amazing. Porque, pues, como te digo, era primero la cabeza y luego
Su cuerpecito.
su cuerpecito, todos sus hombros y sus piecitos, todo salió. Entonces I was like, and we were a little nervous because, you know, he had a hard time breathing, so he wasn't crying yet, and she was like in pain, but at the same time she was worried. Like, no lo escuchábamos llorar.
Seguíamos preocupados, pero después ya lo ayudaron, le sacaron todo lo que tenía y de repente lo escuchamos llorar. Y ahí
Nos miramos
nos miramos a los ojos.
nos miramos a los ojos y escuchamos y su chillido es algo que hasta este día no ha cambiado y es muy bonito para nosotros porque es algo único, como llora como con sentimiento, llora como que muy único para nosotros, pues, que somos padres.
Entonces nos vimos a los ojos y empezamos a llorar.
Sí, empecé a llorar, no podía parar, I couldn't stop crying, I was like, ya nació.
Después de que ya lo atendieron, me lo pusieron a un lado mío de la cama y me explicaron que porque traía el cordón enredado, pues obviamente no podía respirar. Y no solo eso, sino que también por el estrés él tragó meconio, que es pues su propia popó, entonces es peligroso. Y el niño tenía que estar en observación para ver cómo reaccionaba. Aparte de que también nació chiquito, no muy chiquito, pero
Menos de lo normal. Pero pues es en ese momento donde nos dijeron, puedes venir con nosotros, lo vamos a llevar al NICU, donde internan a los bebés para observarlo y ver qué está pasando.
Pero fuera de eso,
He was good, estaba bien.
Really cute.
Nos aseguraron que todo estaba bien. And that was that. I mean, that was the moment where we experienced something amazing that we had never experienced before. As crazy as it was just as beautiful, even more beautiful. But yeah, that was just one of the steps towards bringing him home. But we had to go through a lot at the NICU. But hey, we'll talk about it in the next video. Show you guys more pictures because he was finally here. Finally, the moment arrived. Y pues, hopefully you guys can check it out.
En el siguiente video les damos una explicación más amplia de lo que vivimos y para que puedan finalmente conocer a nuestro bebé.
Gracias.
Gracias, nos vemos.
Bye.
Bye.
Go, no? Is that go, no? Is that